But first, we do want to begin with that heroic rescue in the northwest suburbs. Neighbors rushing to help neighbors during this frightening fire in Arlington Heights.
So this was a garage that went up in flames. Then a woman had to be carried out to safety. NBC5's Christian Farr on the story, joining us live at the scene with new details tonight. Christian.
Yes, Stephen and Allison, there was a lot of fear out here. There was fear that that fire could jump from the garage to the house and injure that woman who was trapped inside. But neighbors and even strangers all came together to save the day, and one neighbor had to use a sledgehammer to save that woman.
We're all a very close neighborhood. I think anybody would have jumped in and helped each other.
Rachel Marion was at her mother's Arlington Heights home when the semi-detached garage of her next-door neighbor's house somehow caught on fire. One of Rachel's elderly neighbors was trapped inside of that home, and that's when the other neighbors jumped into action.
It was very scary, especially when they couldn't get the elderly neighbor out. They were trying to shout at her to open the door, and she just didn't have the dexterity to do it.
The Arlington Heights Fire Department says they got the call about the fire at about 10 this morning. 90-year-old Philip Swanson and his 85-year-old wife, Barbara, live in that home. And it was Mrs. Swanson who Rachel says was trapped inside of the home. There was fear that the fire could spread from the garage to the house.
She is disabled, and she couldn't unlock the door, so someone ran and got a sledgehammer, and they broke the door down so that they could get her out.
Fire officials say that the heroic neighbor was the one who carried Mrs. Swanson to safety. The couple's son, David, says it was his father who first noticed the garage fire and ended up suffering smoke inhalation, which is why he was taken to the hospital. Rachel says it was not just neighbors who helped out.
It was just even the people driving by who might not necessarily have been neighbors, literally jumping and trying to kick the door open before we got the sledgehammer. So it was nice to see neighbors helping neighbors.
Once again, neighbors helping neighbors here in Arlington Heights. Now, the couple's son, David, also told us that his father would be released from the hospital today. We believe we saw him walking inside. His mother is staying with another relative, and the gas had to be shut off to this home after the fire. They're hoping that it's going to be turned back on so they can have heat once again. Reporting live here in Arlington Heights, Christian Farr, NBC5 News. Stephen and Allison, back to you in the studio.
Christian, thank you so much. And it does warm your heart to know people are willing to jump in and help. Thank you.